Today we're gonna be unboxing Luinor L4, and I like how they didn't even write like Bloody Luinor or like Brutal Luinor. It's just Luinor L4 in the box, which I find kind of interesting. Anyway, we're gonna be unboxing another Hasbro Beyblade, Luinor L4, aka Bloody Longinus, or the Hasbro version of Bloody Longinus. Now, I already unboxed a Hasbro Beyblade earlier this week. I unboxed a Wonder Valtrak, so if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. If you want to check it out, if you don't want to check it out, then just watch this video. I don't really care. So yeah, here is Luinor L4, or Bloody Luinor, and I like how they have like the kind of accent mark on Luinor. It makes it kind of fancy. Like, it's not Luinor, it's Luinor, or I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm in Spanish class, but like I'm not very good at Spanish. I have a 92 in it. It kind of sucks, even though it's like a super easy class. I'm just stupid, all right? Anyway, let's just get into unboxing this Beyblade. Overall, just looking at it inside the box, I don't know. To me, it kind of looks like a fake Beyblade compared to the Takara Tomy version. But like most Hasbro Beyblades look like fake Beyblades compared to the Takara Tomy version. So we'll see how it performs. Anyway, so yeah, here is the front of the box. Of course, you have Luinor L4 right here, and it looks pretty cool on the box. It's a slingshot Beyblade, LeftBurst Turbo with the amazing turbo launcher, or maybe not so amazing. I haven't really tested it out that much, but from what I've seen, the turbo launcher is pretty great. Alright, so on the back of the box, it just explains all the Beyblade's parts, the slingshot ability or gimmick, and the stats. So it has like pretty good attack, decent burst, 0 defense, which I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty accurate. Bloody Longinus doesn't have any defense at all. 4 weight, which that's kind of sad how Longinus only has 4 weight right now. Like, I remember back in the Dual Layer series, if Lost Longinus, it would have like 1 billion weight, but for some reason, Luinor L4 only has 4 weight. It has 9 agility, so it's supposed to be a pretty fast Beyblade, and it has 1 stamina. Now, honestly, these stats, I would say they're pretty accurate. Usually the Hasbro stats aren't really that accurate, but I have to agree these stats are pretty great, because it does have 0. It has like no stamina at all. At least the Takara Tomy version does. Its agility, it's a pretty fast Beyblade, and although the Takara Tomy version might weigh a lot, the Hasbro version actually doesn't have any metal, which is super sad. So I feel like the weight being 4 is pretty accurate. Of course, it has 0 defense, 4 burst, and the other stats make sense. All right. Okay, so yeah, let's just open this Beyblade up and let's just see how it looks and how I think it'll perform in the stadium, alright? Okay, also, I do have the Takara Tomy version right here. This is Bloody Longinus, so we can kind of compare the two Beyblades. So yeah, now let me just horribly open this thing and destroy the box. Look at that thing, it looks so bad. I'm kind of cringing at it. Like, I hate destroying boxes. It just makes me like cringe so hard. Like, I want to open it the right way, but at the same time, I kind of don't, because it's just faster opening it that way, you know? Alright, so let me just get all the parts out real quick. Here is the driver. Now, you guys probably already seen the slingshot launcher before, so I'm not going to be unboxing. I'm just going to keep in the package. So yeah, here is Luinor L4 right here, and again, just like the Wonder Valtrak, it does feel really light compared to other Chozy layers because it doesn't have any metal on it at all. Anyway, so yeah, here is the Luinor layer. Here is the disc. It comes with 13, and finally, here is the driver. Oh my goodness, this is the Jolt drive. Oh, why does it look so weird? It's such a whoa! This thing is funky. Oh my goodness, I didn't know it was like this. I thought it was just gonna be like the exact same thing as the Takara Tomy Jolt driver, but it definitely looks a lot different. Alright, I'll talk about that later. Okay, let's just start off with the layer. Here is the Beyblade right here. Luinor L4 Hasbro version. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to give Hasbro all the props I can, because I feel like Hasbro actually tried really hard on Beyblades, but I feel like they didn't really hit the mark with this one. It kind of just reminds me of a fake Beyblade, like a bootleg version of the Takara Tomy version. Like, look at this. If I put this next to this, which one looks a lot cooler? This one looks so much cooler. It has so much more attention to detail, and like, just I know Hasbro usually likes to tattoo their Beyblades, but it feels like they didn't tattoo anything on this Beyblade. Like, the stickers add so much more aesthetic appeal to the Bloody Longinus, I feel. So I feel like if they added like more tattoo or painting on this Beyblade, it would look a lot better. Like, look at the Takeratomi version. You see how like the eyebrows or whatever these things are on the dragons are yellow? It makes it look really cool. The Hasbro version, it doesn't even have that. They don't even have eyes. The dragons don't even have eyes on this one. It just looks so lame. I don't really like it. And also, another thing I'd like to say is look at the wings on the Takeratomi version one. It has like kind of blue and purple highlights, and it really makes the purple stand out, and the blue looks really great. The Hasbro, it just doesn't have that. And again, like I was saying earlier in this video, the Hasbro Beyblade, it doesn't have any metal at all. And well, actually, I take that back. For anyone who's saying Hasbro Beyblades don't have any metal at all, or the Hasbro Slingshot Beyblades don't have any metal at all, at least the layers, you're actually wrong, because if you look on the bottom of the layer, there is screws in it. So, like, come on guys, it has metal, just not a lot of metal. I'm just joking, guys. Also, here's the QR code for anyone who wants it. And yeah, the Beyblade, the layer itself doesn't have that much metal besides the screws. So yeah, think about it. It's a Longinus without any metal. That is so weird to think about. Oh my gosh, Takeratomi, you released Lost Longinus with metal, you released Nightmare Longinus with metal, but then you released this thing with no metal. This thing is worse than Lost Longinus. That's horrible to think about. Oh my goodness, this thing is worse than Lost Longinus. It doesn't have any metal on it at all. That's so weird to think about. A Longinus without metal? Wait, Takeratomi or Hasbro released that's a Longinus without metal. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Alright, so yeah, let me at least see how the slopes are on this Beyblade. The slopes are pretty good, I would say. Yeah, they're pretty good, I would say. They're decent slopes, but of course it's an attack type, so you would expect that. So yeah, overall, I'm kind of disappointed in Luinor L4, the layer at least. It's very disappointing. Doesn't have any metal on it at all. Like, I understand if you didn't want to put any metal on the other Chosi Bays, but really, you didn't put any metal on the Longinus Beyblade? That just doesn't seem right. Like, the Longinus Beyblade, it seems like it just deserves metal. And also, it's definitely not as aesthetically appealing as the Takeratomi version. It looks kind of bland, actually, in my opinion. Like, it's definitely missing a lot of colors that the Takeratomi version had. So yeah, overall, I'm not the biggest fan of this layer, at least the Hasbro version. The Takeratomi version, I think, looks really nice. I think it looks really gorgeous. Another thing I'd like to say is I feel like the Takeratomi version gold just pops out a lot more than the Hasbro version. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because it has like the purple, it has more purple highlights, I guess. Like the purple's, in the middle on the Takeratomi version and not on the Hasbro version, and that kind of just makes the gold pop out a little bit more. I don't know, I just think the Takeratomi version looks 100 times better than the Hasbro version. Alright, moving on to the next part. Here is the weight disc. This is 13, and again, Hasbro usually makes identical weight discs as the Takeratomi discs. So yeah, they're basically the same exact thing, except that Hasbro one is a bit more shiny because it's a bit newer, and overall the 13 disc, it's an okay disc. It's not amazing. It's not horrible though. It's not like the 12 disc. It's like an alright disc. I think it's also it's like around 20 grams, which is around a normal weight disc. Alright. Okay, moving on to the final part. Here is the part I'm most interested in. Here is the Jolt driver or whatever. What is Hasbro calling this thing? Let me get the box real quick. Alright, so look at this beat up box. Alright, so Hasbro's calling it TA16S. Here is TA16S. Rolls off the tongue way better than the Jolt. I'm just joking. Jolt's like a way better name. I still have no idea why Hasbro code names their Beyblades or their Beyblade parts. So yeah, here it is right here, and it's, oh my goodness, it's so weird. It is so weird. I don't know how I feel about this. Alright, so instead of having what the normal Jolt driver has, the Takeratomi Jolt driver has, it has kind of a star shape on it. The Hasbro Jolt driver, it's kind of a circle with a star shape in the middle. So it's kind of like a barely upgraded version of the Extreme driver. I mean, at least it's rubber. You gotta give Hasbro that. At least they made the driver rubber, and I feel like they had to make the driver more round to do the slingshot gimmick. Now let me try to do the slingshot gimmick with this Beyblade. I have no idea. How do you do the slingshot gimmick? Do you just, alright, so you lift it up like this. So you grab the ends like this, you lift it up, and then do you twist it? Yeah, you twist it like there. Alright, so yeah, that makes the Beyblade driver a little bit taller, so as you see, it definitely is a lot taller than the Jolt Driver, which is kind of weird because I remember when the Jolt Driver first released, the main gimmick to the Jolt Driver was that it was shorter than most drivers, but for some reason Hasbro's like, you know what, let's just make it taller than most drivers. You know, going into this video, I was thinking I was gonna be like, I was trying to give Hasbro like kind of the benefit of the doubt, you know, kind of be like, all right, I know the product isn't as good as Takara Tomy, but let's find the good in the product. But honestly, they didn't really do that much good in this Beyblade, at least. Like, I feel like for the Wonder Valtryek, there was some good in it, but for this Beyblade, I feel like they just messed up totally. Anyway, so yeah, here's the Beyblade put together. Overall, the Beyblade is kind of disappointing. Like, almost everything on the Beyblade is disappointing. The laser's disappointing. I mean, of course, the disc isn't really that disappointing, because you can't really mess up with that. And the driver, I mean, it's interesting. I'll give Hasbro that. It's an interesting driver, but it is definitely disappointing compared to the Takara Tomy Jolt Driver, because the Jolt Driver had like a star shape. This thing kind of just has a star imprint on it, which is kind of lame. Anyway, so yeah, that was my unboxing and review of Luinor L4. Overall, if you really like this Beyblade, you should probably just buy the Takara Tomy version, but if you can't afford the Takara Tomy version, or if your parents won't let you buy the Takara Tomy version on the internet or whatever, because they don't trust the internet and eBay or whatever, I guess this Beyblade isn't the worst Beyblade to have. I mean, if you can buy the Takara Tomy version, buy the Takara Tomy version, but the Hasbro version, it's definitely better than buying the fake version. Anyway, so yeah, that was my unboxing of Luinor L4. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. If you guys want to see more Hasbro unboxings, I'll probably do some more in the future when the new Hasbro beta is released. So yeah, see you guys later. Have a nice day. LeftBurst out.